Welcome back to some more BKCPL to week 2 commentary. This is Kevin OU, and I have a co-commentator this time. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Abe, and today we will be looking at these BKCPL games. This is my first time doing any form of commentary, so I'm actually really excited to start doing this.
Yeah, let's ramble away.
Yep.
So Lando lead on Conkeldurr, which is pretty great. Conkeldurr gets Ice Punch, right?
Yeah, it does. And yeah, because Lando leads are quite good. You get the Intimidate turn 1, then you can U-turn to whatever works well against the opponent's lead.
There's the Ice Punch.
And then
Is it Guts? No, it's Iron Fist. Iron Fist leftovers. Hydro Mist sucks.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. It's so little damage. Wisp?
Yeah. Part of me feels like Guts would have been better, but at the same time, residual damage is all over this tier, so.
Yeah. Close Combat on the Mew does a decent amount. Is it Banded Terrakion is what I'm wondering. And Defensive Mew? Or is it... Yeah, it's Defensive Mew.
Yeah.
So, last move is like Ice Beam, Soft Boil, +1. Pharaoh. Yeah. He probably just goes for the burn here, right? Ooh.
Yeah, and that's great against Iron Fist. Unless it was secretly Guts the whole time. Nah, no way.
That'd just be funny because of how much Rotom's running around. No, that's so little damage because it's going to be an offensive Lando.
Yeah.
Pharaoh, U-turn, just taking chip. This is kind of a stagnant game state. What do you think is like the best breaker on Bluebird's side?
I think probably Excadrill. Earthquake just kind of hits everything except for Ferrothorn.
Yeah, it could be Sand Force is what I'm wondering.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we saw a Sand Force in week 1, and it was depressing, EQing into Rotom Wash and not doing super effective damage.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like T-Wave Tar a lot because you chopple the Torn and then you T-Wave it, and it suddenly just ceases to be a threat.
Yeah.
Terrakion is not doing so hot. Mew dies here. Nothing takes 2.
Yeah, so that's significant progress on Bluebird's part.
Yeah. Then Lottie or
Paralysis from T-Top really nice.
Okay, so is it a Scarf Chomp? Yeah, it is. Dual Chop for Zam. So it's definitely Scarf Chop.
Yeah, that's my first time ever seeing Dual Chop on a guard shop. But
for
really? Zam, it makes sense that I would run it.
Yeah. So it only ever goes on Scarf. Terrakion dying is kind of big, because CC is really good. Finally Hazards! Turn 21! We get rocks.
Alright, how often does Pharaoh run spikes in this tier?
Always. Guaranteed.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like,
yeah, because it's like the hazard machine in like the normal Black and White.
It's normally Power Whip, Stealth Rock, knockoff spikes. At least that's what it is in Black and White. In Kevin OU, we've been seeing a lot, like occasionally some Leech Seed stuff, or just like dropping rocks for other things, not always carrying knockoff. Wait, was it Guts the whole time?
Oh my god, was it Guts?
Was it? Yes! Ithy in the chat, God. It was Guts! No way! What a legend. This man knows that there's Rotom Wash on 90% of the teams. And he's just like, I'll take a burn. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, leftovers Guts. That's some big brain shit.
What the crap, man? Well, that I mean, like, it killed the Amoonguss, which is kind of a garbage mon. but like nothing wants to actually hit the Amoonguss. Except the conch, I guess, which just ate it. Like that, go ahead.
That was just so hype.
Yeah. Lati gets pursued, which is kind of big. I don't think crit matters here.
That crit, man.
Lati was kind of nice there. But like, yeah, no, now knowing this is Guts, this is really scary. Lando just like EQ. I think there's enough like health on the Lando to get through this, because you're not gonna be in Mach Punch range anytime soon. Garchomp is forced to come in. You're just gonna sack Tar, yeah, because if you know it's dual chop, you can just go to Exca next, or sack Tar. Conch's gone. That's just over. No way you can outrage crit through everything.
Yeah, Tar got a lot through that. Yeah, that was a really fun game to watch.
Yeah. HP Ice really, does 1,000,000. Yeah, there's no way you kill Exca. You just can't get through Exca, because it's gonna be Scarf.
Yeah.
Now, bear with me as I hide the document. Like, I hide my scene so they can't see the document as we go to Ruby Candy versus Wait 2 Seconds. Alrighty. Mamoswine is something that immediately sticks out to me, especially, like, in a Torn metagame.
Yeah.
But, like, yet again, Rotom Wash. Just like, Rotom Wash. How do you kill Rotom Wash?
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, their team doesn't have anything to deal with it. Except for Power Whip, Theraform, Choice Band, let's go!
Choice Band Pharaoh, ew. More likely, like, HP Grass Heatran, or HP Grass Torn, we've saw a couple times. Band Superpower from Mamo is gonna really smack Rotom.
Yeah.
Now Ruby Candy has a Breloom, and what does Breloom do against the opposing team? Well, kills like half of it in one hit.
Exactly. And if it is Choice Band for Hawthorne, it can take it can take out Tyranitar and fucking Tornadus T with the Gyro Bomb.
It also might be the HP Ice on Torn. I think that's also a very reasonable thing to be running, because Hurricane still does a lot to Rotom.
Because HP Grass is pretty much just
holy cow! Rotom. Wait. That's so much damage. Is that Scarf Rotom? Okay, no.
It's leftovers.
It just died! What? So...
Oh my god!
Your Rotom dies on turn 2. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
I know at some point there was a Modest Rotom being tossed around. I don't remember if it's this, like... I don't remember if it was these players that were talking about. One of them had a Modest Rotom, but, like... Losing Rotom here is so big, because then Torn.
Yeah. Torn can deal with a lot of their team now.
It's taunt? Why are you taunting? Just because you don't want to switch into Wisp? That makes sense.
Yeah, I'd say that's relatively reasonable.
Yeah.
Will-O-Wisp is huge in Gen 5.
And your Breloom hadn't activated Toxic Orb yet.
Yeah.
Lando's also scary here. Tar stays in. Another Ice Beam Tar. That's interesting.
Don't know why Tar stayed in there.
I mean, like, if you know he's gonna U-turn, then, like... Yeah.
Yeah, but they wouldn't want to U-turn to something like... They wouldn't want to U-turn to their Tornadus, because...
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite the best matchup.
Ice Beam was a little weird there. Like, I think
Yeah.
you click a different move if you're staying in. Of course,
Cheese.
Lando. Woo. That was another idea that people were talking about. Is since Ryu is gone, Chain Chomp Stonks are way up.
Yeah. And I'm so glad Ryu Nicholas is banned, by the way. I hate fighting that thing.
You should have entered this tour, then. It's possible Ice Beam was trying to call out the... Hold on, is this an Ice Shard sweep? Like, as soon as Excadrill takes some damage?
Yeah, as soon as Excadrill is gone, I mean, Ice Shard alone just destroys everything.
Hold on.
Oh my god, it destroys everything now!
Hold on! Hold on! Why do you go Excadrill there? Why do you go extra? You sack Tar!
Yeah, you just sack Tar, because Tar is slow and it only has 3 HP. Well, 3%, but...
Excadrill is the only thing you have to really fend this off.
Yeah.
So, you can't let it take more damage. Because if you do, Ice Shard literally just sweeps you, unless Torn doesn't die.
Yeah.
I think I watched this live. I'm starting to remember how this plays out.
Yeah, overall, the Mamoswine player is just playing their cards very well.
Yeah, they're
Like,
very
whole
much...
game.
They're very much in the lead. There it is! Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It was Sandforce Excadrill EQing into a Rotom and not killing it.
Yeah.
It's depressing. In the Rotom metagame of all... Like, Rotom's everywhere in this meta.
Yeah, so it seems just more logical to run Mold Breaker most of the time.
I think it is just, like... Rotom... It's the Rotom conundrum. It's a lot of damage to a Tran.
Yeah, and, like, Latios is probably around quite a bit, too.
We see it every once in a while, yeah, it's pretty decent, like, still still pretty great of defensive typing for the tier, but, like, no Keldeo, so you don't need to be answering that.
Mm-hmm.
Taunt Torn kind of feels just bad, because, like, you're missing out on either, you're never missing out on U-turn, so you're missing out on fire coverage, which sucks. Like, I'm not fighting.
Fire coverage is huge.
You need fire, for, like, Exca, Pharaoh, like, a lot of Mons you just get Okos on by having fire coverage. Yeah. But, like, if you don't have superpower or Focus Blast, Tar just comes in and pursues you, and you have to U-turn on it always. Which isn't bad, per se, but, like, I don't think Taunt is optimal.
Mm-hmm. And
yes,
I was going to be like, oh, the crit mattered, and it doesn't really.
Nah. I mean, Mach Punch was probably always finishing it from there. Lando just comes in, though, and just clicks a button. Probably HP Ice, just because, like, hits Torn and hits Breloom. U-turn's fine here. U-turned, like, Washed him or Torn. Yeah, Torn.
Like, U-turn's very handy. It just,
Oh, it's Facade! Nice! Do you kill with, Bullet Punch? Mach Punch?
Actually, it might.
You should now.
Protect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your minus attack... Oh, wait. Does the crit matter? Wait. Probably not.
Oh my god.
Breloom's strong, though. Wait, Mamo wins, though. Mamo, though.
Yeah.
Just, like, enjoy switching your Excadrill. Like, lose him on, and then Exca comes in. Or you switch Exca in and get 2-8, like...
Oh, like crit.
That's really bad. Because you barely avoid really the 2-8 KO, and you just click Iron. Yeah. Like, the problem is Rotom Wash comes in, you have to double the Breloom on it. But now you just Ice Shard wins. Sure, burn some Ice Shard PP. He's only got 42 left.
Yeah. It's crazy just how much PP priority moves have.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the better aspects.
Wait. Do you think you're faster? Are you, like, Jolly, and do you think it's Adamant? Because, like, you're Mach Punching. Why? Huh?
Yeah.
Do you understand why he's switching Torn?
I think it's so he can get more recovery with Poison Heal, right?
Is he gonna try and... So he's trying to Poison Heal out of range? But,
yeah.
like... Doesn't Torn live 1?
Oh,
yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it does. So
that was just the wrong play.
So instead, you just go Torn and click... you just go Torn and click Heat Wave, or a Focus Blast more likely, because it's probably thick fat, and hope you hit, and then you go Breloom Wave. Or, like, this works too, but no, it doesn't, because you can't Mach Punch through Lando, so I think you did have to go with the Torn route.
Yeah, and then Lando just completely cooks you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's HP Ice, you're never living that. And it's gonna be faster.
As soon as the Rotom died, we knew where this game was going.
Yeah.
It was still a blast, though.
It's a fun tier, like, to look at, but it doesn't, like, from what I'm hearing from players, is it doesn't sound like it's the most fun to play or build in.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of neat ideas that are thrown around. If I recall correctly, there was an activity call or something, or, like, the game didn't get played for between the Edgy's Ice Cream Dog to the Urshifus, or maybe it just didn't get put into the spreadsheet, because I know, like, it was the last game, it didn't matter, Edgy's Ice Cream Dogs had already won the week, so I don't have that right available, even though I'd love to watch more of Rezo's games, because he's on my team. But next up we have Monet versus Keeping It Icy. Monet is one of the most expensive players in this tour, like, by far. And he's good. He's in, like, half, if not all, of the Discord servers, it feels like, of the teams, just, like, helping everybody prep and everybody, like, have teams for the tour. It's been pretty funny.
Yeah, because, like, the one thing that was that kept me from joining the tournament was that I didn't want to, like, build all these teams. I also didn't know if I had time, given how I have the YouTube channel and all that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, because outside of that, I would have joined in a heartbeat. I mean, this sounds like fun.
Yeah, I just double checked, and I'm not seeing the game between Rezo and Amy in the chat for our replays. So we don't have that. So this will be our last one in this week's recap. Let's make it actually palatable to look at and begin. Lando, Tar. We've seen so many Ice Beam Tars, and I just have to wonder, is it going to be Ice Beam Tar?
Also, honestly, like, I feel like it could.
Yeah, Magnezone is interesting. Like, it should be probably the set that traps Excadrill, because we've been seeing so much Excadrill. It's everywhere. Like, Excadrill Rotom Lando is just ruling the tour.
Yeah, this tier seems to have a lot of, like, cores that are everywhere.
It's very centralized around Tornadus. Just, like, you have to be able to take on Torn. So that was HP Grass. I think the first game, chronologically, we saw Monet HP Grass, or the first game I watched, we saw Monet HP Grass a Gastrodon, and it instantly died.
Oh, wow.
Torn is just so strong for this tier. Like, nothing switches in.
Yeah, and I think after the BKCPL is over, many players are going to clamor for, like, a ban or something.
Yeah. We might have a ban in the playoffs, like, we might not. Who knows? Like, yeah. So, originally, Manaphy was on the unban list until, some players were all like, wait a minute, we did some labbing, this thing's just unbeatable. Like, it just turns everything into hyper offense. We can't deal with it. Please ban it. And that was before the tournament. So we got Manaphy out because of that. There, yep, HP Grass dropping it. Torn.
Like, the idea of adding Manaphy sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
It just completely destroys stall. It even works against other styles of teams because it's not that slow.
It just OKOs like everything, or 2 KOs everything.
Yeah.
But Torn is probably going to stay until the end of the tour.
Yeah. Because, like, even though it's centralizing, it doesn't seem, like, broken.
It definitely is a little nutty.
Mm-hmm.
But this Rachi seems to not be able to touch Tran. You're going to body slam it? It's Flamethrower Tran. Without lefties.
Yeah, you're giving the Flash Fire a be wise for Jirachi to just swap.
Yeah, well, what switches in? Tar doesn't. You need the health on Rotom, just because of Lando.
Yeah, so Flash Fire ended up being really huge then.
Yeah, getting the 2KO on Tar. Just gonna sack Exca. Ooh, but you get to burn a second turn of Outrage.
Yeah, which could potentially get the confusion off.
Tran is really low now, but it's still scary. Just depulse Tran. That's pretty swag.
Yeah, it seems like just it's just like an offensive.
Is it Scarf?
Yeah, the moveset that's running seems like a Scarf Heatran set.
Mm-hmm. Because that was very likely a Scarf Chomp.
Yeah.
Regardless, you turned Gilbert here because you just forced the Rotom. Okay, that works too. Like, Rotom
I think they just really want to get rid of Jirachi, which makes sense. No one likes Jirachi.
It's annoying, to be sure, on this.
Tar comes I'm in. The DPP OU guy, so I just have to deal with Jirachi all the time.
I'm a little skeptical of this scenario that you're in. Of trying to stay in versus the Rachi. Like... Oh dear, hold on. That's a pretty big crit. That's a really impactful crit. 27% Surf. No para. Can you beat down the Rachi? Are you Recover Laddie? Still no para. There it is. Now it's over.
Alright. And then the game, it just wins.
Unless it recovers right now, and it doesn't have that. It's probably not Scar, because lefties, obviously, but... Yeah, it's just over.
Jeez, Jirachi wins the game.
Yeah. Moane puts it best. Finally, freedom. So that was... yeah. That was week 2.
Put it beautifully there.
That was week 2's, what was it? Kevin OU? We're calling it Kevin OU. Or BKC OU. Or Gen 5 OU that went Dictator mode.
Yeah. Or what should be Gen 5 OU.
So, do you have any clothing thoughts on what this tier is?
I probably do have thoughts. I just need to gather them real quick. But it's a lot of fun to watch, I can say that much. Like, I'm gonna have a blast watching replays while researching for the video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this guy's gonna make a Kevin OU video at some point once BKCPL is over.
Yeah, because I've been critical of the current state of Black and White OU, and since Kevin decided to make his own version of OU, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my opportunity to make a sequel to that. I'll get a ton of views off that.
Yes, views. Well, let's call it there.